Hello and welcome back to another Apex video. This one today is for all of you beginner players. It has come to my attention that because of all the new and big streamers coming over to Apex, there's a lot of new players. I played this game on day one, and while it's always been kind of an off and on game for me, the last 3 to 4 months, I've really tried to dive deep into it, try to evaluate my gameplay, and try to figure out how to get better. So today I present 9 tips for beginners. And if you get to the end of the video and you're thinking, wow, that was enjoyable to watch, well, there's a like button there, and I advise you to click it. It really helped me out a lot. The first tip I have, pretty general, because it's in every single Battle Royale, is familiarize yourself with the loot system. Whenever I see new players, that is one of the first thing I notice that they struggle with. They'll just hop into a game and they'll see all the loot and they'll be extremely overwhelmed. It's a very unique looting system, different than any other Battle Royale, because you have so many different attachments with different levels and different upgrades, as well as your inventory can literally get bigger if you have a better backpack. It's a very customizable system. You could run with 600 shots of ammo and nothing else, or you could run with 10 grenades and nothing else. You gotta figure out what works for you. So basically what I'm saying is you're going to want to be going into firing range and just fucking with all the attachments. Figuring out where they go, how they affect the weapon, and what connects to what. This is important because you don't want to be stuck staring at the ground wondering, does this light magazine go to my heavy weapon or my energy weapon? While then your other two teammates are getting dicked down by a threesome across the map. Just like every other Battle Royale, knowing that loot system, knowing what you're looking for will help you be prepared for that next fight very quickly. Tip number 2 is to play casual arenas. And I say this because I personally think it's the best way to get in as many interactions as possible. When you're first learning the game, you just want to get used to that gunplay. Get used to the game in general, and I think arenas is the best way to do that. You can also use any fucking gun you want because you got that buying system in there. So basically every single round just use a different weapon and you'll build up confidence on every single one. It's just a great way to get a straight up 3v3 fight with no third parties and no looting. Tip number 3, learn all the motherfucking legends and what they do. What are their abilities? What are their ultimates? I think that's pretty obvious. And I'm aware nobody likes to read these days, but it would really help you in the long run if you did just go through all of the legends and just read what they do, what their passive, what their ultimate is, stuff like that. Because then when you jump into a game and you see something such as a Horizon ultimate, you won't freak the fuck out. So yeah, do it. Or just learn along the way, I don't give a shit. My next tip is another legend tip, and it is to find 3 legends that you enjoy playing and get very solid with them, get comfortable with them. Do not become somebody that only mains Octane or Wraith and then cries about it when they don't get their character. Nobody likes those type of people. Have a few legends in your back pocket so then whatever your team needs, you can play. And as a new player, you should be experimenting. Experiment with the legends as much as that random guy on the internet experiments with your mom. And if you want to dive even deeper into it, there are 4 different legend types. You have Assault, Scout, Defense, and shit. And of course support. In my case, my 4 legends are Bloodhound, Octane, Lifeline, and I've been picking up Gibby a little bit more lately. So yeah, don't become a 1 legend Larry. Be comfortable on more than just Octane, because I know that's the character you were thinking of. Now I'm just going to add in a quick honorable mention before we move on, and this one's just for controller players. Now there's a setting called a response curve, and it's basically how your analog sticks behave when you fucking use the controller. And if you're coming from Call of Duty, this is gonna feel like fucking trash because they call it the classic respawn feel. And yeah, it's terrible. Literally makes the game harder. So yeah, just flip that setting from classic to linear. It'll make you feel a hell of a lot better. Well, if you haven't already exited the video to go try out these fantastic tips, here's tip number 5. Get it in your head that fights are going to be long. Have patience. They're going to be almost as long as my day. Alright, gonna have to cut that part out, sorry. But what I was saying is that this isn't fucking Call of Duty, guys. You're not going to kill somebody in 3 to 4 shots. You're going to have to reload in a fight. You're going to have to reposition multiple times to win a fight. Personally, this is one of the biggest reasons I love Apex, is because even if I don't get that first shot off in a gunfight, I still feel like I can win it. pretty easily. So honestly, if you don't like games where there's a long time to kill, you might as well just not even play the game, because it's going to frustrate you, and it's never going to change. That being said, this brings me to my 6th tip. Because of the long time to kill and all the ultimates and abilities, learn how to use your team. This is the most team-based battle royale out there. The best way to play it is with a team of 3. And the earlier you can get this through your fucking head, the better off you're gonna be. And that's just because of all the Legends abilities, all the ultimates, all that fancy stuff, plus the time to kill. You're gonna be forced to team shoot some motherfuckers. As a beginner player, I hate to break it to you, but you're not going to be able to just go flank behind a team and 1v3 the team with one magazine. I know you can do that in Call of Duty, but not here. To go along with that, you're just going to want to stick with your team. Because if one person gets picked off, like a free pick off, no trade or anything, it's really hard to come back down from that. It's kind of like Overwatch. If you ever watch Overwatch, when 1 or 2 people go down on a team, their entire team gets wiped. On to number 7, we have learn the ping system. Just like the looting system, this is very unique to Apex. No other battle royale has this in depth of a ping system. And for the most part, people do listen pretty well, but you also do have a lot of those shitheads that don't listen at all, particularly usually Octane mains. But anyways, don't spam the pings either, because then people won't like you. They won't like you that way either. Just to list out some of the unique things you can do with the ping system, you can obviously ping enemies. You can ping where you want to go. You can request an item such as ammo or a weapon or something like that. You can say, oh, this place has been looted, or I'm going to watch over there. It honestly does a really good job at making solo queuing a little bit better, but it still just doesn't beat that good old-fashioned voice communication. So yes, please, please, please take advantage of that ping system. It honestly helps so much when you are not in a voice call and you have somebody on your team that is great at pinging things out and using that system. Now, my 8th tip is going to be more of a learning session, because I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how the ranking system works in Apex Legends, because we all know that ranks in a video game is what determines our self-worth. For now, I'm just going to do the Battle Royale because, to be quite honest, I don't fucking know how that Arenas one works yet. It's so random to me, it makes no sense. The ranks are as follows. You have Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Master, and the top 750 are Apex Predator. Now this is where it gets a little complicated. Basically, every rank has their own set entry fee to play a game. To gain points, you have to get kills and a good placement. I'm just going to set this chart here. If you want to look at it, fucking pause the video, alright? Also, it is important to note that every ranked season is split into 2 splits around 45 days apiece, and every split has a different map. And for my 9th and final tip, it is to learn the motherfucking map. Now I understand this may be difficult because Apex is a good game and they release multiple maps, but just like everything else in the game, it's going to take time. If you plan on playing ranked, obviously you're going to want to prioritize that map, whatever split it is. Next split is Kings Canyon, so maybe you just want to take the next couple weeks and just dive into Kings Canyon. Only play when Kings Canyon is the pub map. Similar to the Legends, I would just say drop at a different place every single game, because you don't want to get in a situation where the final circle is at a place you've literally never been before, and then you're just shitting bricks on the side while you're getting fucking teabagged. And it's just better for fighting. You'll understand where you can go for cover. Eventually, you'll realize that each map plays a little bit different, but that's not something you need to worry about as a beginner player. That is a much more advanced type of thinking. But anyways, that is what I have for you today. If you guys can think of anything else that would help a beginner player, please drop it down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I helped you out. If you could help me out, it'd be great if you could leave a like or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.